What is your name?
My name is Mr. Garcia. Last name spelled Garcia.
Okay, and can you tell me a little bit about your earlier life?
My earlier life was difficult to say the least. Um, I lost my parents when I was 2. They just got rid of me. I do admittedly carry a lot of anger and resentment in my life, but then I met the most lovely person. His name was Chris.
And did Chris provide anything for you?
Yes. He was not only a beautiful partner and a beautiful father, but he was also there financially for me. He was just my world, my everything.
And what happened?
Unfortunately, the stability of just my loving husband and of life went away when November 2014 he disappeared without trace after going to work.
So after that, what did you do?
After that, I moved early because I knew that his in-laws were there, and with no other family for me and my daughter Chloe, I thought it was best.
And when you moved there, did you face any sort of challenges?
Yes, without the financial stability, I had to get my own job. I had to quit a lot of my aspirations. I had to take care of my daughter.
Did you struggle with anything else at this time?
Yes, I would say that I struggled financially.
And struggling financially, did you talk to anybody about this?
Yes, my manager, Jess.
And Jess was your manager where?
At Doyle's Pub, I often worked under the O'Malleys. I was often doing shifts with both Jess and their sibling Tully. Although I would say working with Tully is kind of vague, when usually Tully's job was more or less hanging out, talking to friends, and just partying. But Jess was a very smart and mature person, and they were my supervisor.
Okay, and then at any time did you work with the third analogy, Declan?
No, I wouldn't say work with him, but unfortunately I have encountered him quite a few times. Once when my husband was still around, I visited him and he was just a very unpleasant person.
Okay. Did you and Jess ever talk about Declan?
Yes, we often did actually. Typically, I would get texts and we would talk about just how much we disliked him because he was just an awful person, not only just to me, but to Jess as well.
Okay, and did you guys talk about anything else?
Yes.
Moving on to your finances, did Jess ever offer a solution to help you out?
Yes, and unfortunately, despite all of the frustration, it was to kill their brother, Declan.
How would that have helped you financially?
Essentially, they would have paid me to take the life of their brother.
And who was they?
Jess O'Malley.
And how would they have even paid you?
They set up a sham company called Les Honest des Works d'Art. They would pretend that they were getting investors to buy my art, and then they would say that they had, those people coming in, and they would transfer it through that site, and then they would go through Coinbase and then eventually convert it to cash.
Okay. And this plan, did you immediately agree to it?
No, as much as I personally disliked Declan, that would be taking a human life.
Okay, and this plan, tell me a little bit more about it.
The initial plan was that they would make it look like a robbery gone wrong. They left open a window for me, but it wasn't very coordinated on my end.
Okay, And did you follow through with this plan?
Yeah, but I of course had no clue what I was doing. I had missed my first shot even though Jesse had drugged Declan. He woke up, he was groggy but surely angry. At that point, it was me or him, and he charged at me. We wrestled for the gun, and I pushed him out the window, and I just panicked. I went in fight or fright for it, and I just randomly started opening things, looking through drawers, just to make it look like a robbery. And after that, I just hid the gun, like Jesse had told me to.
Where did you hide this gun?
I had hidden the gun behind a dumpster on the O'Malley estate.
To your knowledge, did you ever see this gun again?
No,
And after the murder, did you control the situation?
no, I didn't. I just did what Jesse told me to cut contact, to remain calm, and just try to rebuild.
And did you immediately, agree to this? And, yeah.
No, I would never agree to do such a horrible thing, but I wasn't some sort of crazed psychopath. I was just desperate.
Why were you desperate?
I had a daughter, Chloe, which I have mentioned before. She had to go to the emergency room and had an emergency appendectomy. And when the bill came back, it is $25,000 with no insurance and no one to help me.
Did anybody provide a solution to that?
That was Jess O'Malley.
What other question, John?
I think pretty much canceled for the facts and